Hello, Fast Signs family. Catherine here again. Want to talk a little bit about what separates highly successful people from less successful people. So just take a moment and think about the most successful people you know. Do you think it was their talent? Do you think it was their skill? What do you think it was that catapulted them to success? Or were they born with the road to success already paved? Did their parents already give them everything that they needed to be successful? Most likely, probably not. Most likely, these successful people have gone through the same difficulties and setbacks, let's call it adversity, just like the rest of us. So today's video is all about adversity. It either makes you better or it makes you worse. And that's really all up to you. That's your decision. The main difference is that most of the more successful people have one common characteristic called resilience. Resilience is that ability to adapt to life's setbacks and misfortunes. Why is resilience important? It is because the way we deal with challenges will determine our success. Every one of us in life is going to experience failure and going to experience adversity. Sometimes we make errors in judgment, errors in calculation, and that failure is because of us. Other times it's just because bad stuff happens. COVID-19, none of us caused it, but that is absolutely adversity. Being resilient means having the courage to bounce back and take risks despite adversity and initial setbacks. Resilience is key to success and has been used by most successful people. So what are the qualities of a resilient person? Psychologists have identified 4 qualities of resilient people. 1, they're not paralyzed by obstacles life throws their way. They just plow through. Number 2, they tend to look at setbacks and failures as learning opportunities to do better. 3rd, they focus their energy more on things and situations they can control than things they can't control. And lastly, they are committed to the goals they've set for themselves, regardless of what falls in their way. So it really comes down to our future is not determined by the stars. It's not determined by our childhood. It's not determined by our family of origin. Our success is really driven by our own hard work, our commitment, the dedication to our personal goals. And so all of the best quotes about resilience are handed down through the years because they capture a tiny piece of the reality of being human. And like any good saying or any great fairy tale, they condense or capture the essential characteristic of our experience. And so you've heard me say lots of times that I utilize quotes to help me in whatever my situation is. If I'm feeling down one day, I'm using positive quotes. If I'm feeling challenged by maybe something like COVID-19, I would look at quotes about overcoming adversity. So I've used quotes all along in my life to help me unlock my ability to overcome. So here are some wise words from my collection of quotes for those people in the past who have met adversity head on and did not falter. 1 is, life keeps throwing me stones and I keep finding the diamonds. It's pretty nice. Lou Holt said, show me someone who has done something worthwhile and I'll show you someone who has overcome adversity. You'll never find a better sparring partner than adversity. That's from Golda Meir, former Prime Minister of Israel. The oak fought the wind and was broken. The willow bent when it must and survived. So sometimes resilience is not fighting too hard, but understanding the challenge and moving around it. Persistence and resilience only come from having been given the chance to work through difficult problems. Margaret Thatcher said, you may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. And certainly in my life, overcoming some things that could lead me to negative thinking, I've had to fight that battle again and again and again. So I think Margaret Thatcher's words are very, very wise. So it's your reaction to adversity, not the adversity itself, that determines how your life story is going to develop. Nelson Mandela said, "Do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again." I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it. That's from Maya Angelou. Gail Borden said, "I tried and failed, then I tried again and again and succeeded." And Woodrow Wilson said, "The difference between a strong man and a weak one is that the former does not give up after a defeat." So although the world is full of suffering and adversity and challenges, it is also full of overcoming it. You know, resilience is very, very different than being numb, not having the feelings, not experiencing them, right? Resilience means you feel the experience, you feel the emotions, you feel the hurt, you feel the failure, but you just pick yourself up and keep going. Stephen Covey said, "We are not a product of what has happened to us in our past. We have the power of choice." And I love Winston Churchill, who said, "If you're going through hell, just keep going." As you guys know, I subscribe to lots of quotes, and one hit my email box this morning, 6 a.m. And it's from Norman Cousins, a journalist and author born in 1915, died in 1990. And he said, "The control center of your life is your attitude." So when you think about adversity, it either makes you better or it makes you worse, and the decision is yours. That is all about that control center of your life, which is your attitude and that decision that you are going to persevere. You're going to pick yourself up. You're going to go. Each and every one of you can do this. I know you can. Thank you so much for your time.